Hello everybody, welcome to video number 2, and this is going to be short. I want to show you how to fire up this tracker software and get your video in a position for analysis. It doesn't take long, but it'll save us a few minutes for you if you review this video. One thing to keep in mind when you come into lab next week, I want somebody to log on to one of these computers. Any one of you in your group, just use your UNB login information. So you get to this desktop, and there's this thing called Tracker, and use your leftmost button to give it a double click, and it should open up. I think you can also do a right click, and it'll say Open. And you'll come to this blank page. If you go up to the top here where it says File, do leftmost click on that and go Open File. And here you see I have this folder called Phys Video, and it's inside Documents. If that doesn't come up automatic, if you go and you click on this button right here, it'll come up with all the different options. It might seem logical that it would be in video, but it's not. If you find Documents, mine is buried into pBackman, but if you find Documents, you'll find Phys Video. And somewheres on this computer there will be a folder called Phys Video. I may even put it on the desktop. I'll let you know that on lab day. But I click on this inside Phys Video. It's not going to let me do it. For some reason, it's not letting me do it. Second, let's go to refresh. I'm not sure why it's not letting me. Give me a second. Just hang on. I'm going to let me close this. Let me do it again. This is live, so you get to see all the hiccups. There it is. So I double clicked. There's this file in here. It's called a movie. It's blah, 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 hammer, feather. Click on that. Again, always the leftmost button. Hit open. You'll see it's loading. Give it a second, and here's your video. If I go down, there's a green button at the bottom. If I hit that, my video starts to play. This doesn't have sound for some reason. I suspect there's just a button turned off. I haven't spent time on that yet to get the sound because I don't care about the sound. You'll know this bar down here kind of moves along. There comes Dave Scott. You can see his hammer and his feathers getting lined up to do this. You can stop the video at any time by hitting where it says those double lines means pause. So if it's going, hit the pause button. If it's stopped, now it turns into a green arrow. Hit that and it'll start again. Over here, some blue buttons. I can move through a frame at a time. So I'm clicking it kind of fast, and you can see Dave Scott's arms are moving, and I can go forward and backwards. You'll need those during the lab because you're going to be looking at sections of the video closely, so you're going to bounce forward and backwards. The other thing I want you to do when you get here is notice down here, you can see there's a red number. This one says 600, just to the left of a couple steps left of my green arrow, which is over here. If you put your mouse on that number and do a leftmost click, you'll see there's some options. I want you to go to Display, and I want you to click on Time. Now what it's doing is it's displaying the evolution of the film by seconds, 24 seconds, 25, and if I pause it, you'll see it's got all these digits of, it's a tenth of a second, hundredths of a second, and thousandths of a second. And I want at least the first 2 digits after the decimal point. So that's it. That's what you want to do. You want to load your video. You want to get familiar with how to start and stop it, how the blue buttons advance it a step forward or a step backwards, and then you want to make sure you convert this red indicator from frames, just how many frames, to how many seconds have elapsed. All right, I hope that makes sense. It's a fun little experiment. I think we'll have fun. We'll see you guys next week.